we actually hit the first week of 2024 and already meeting some great potential out there. Although the biggest mobile games of the month are actually coming out in the latter half of it. Today, I'm going to be showing you over 20 new very good mobile games, some we never expected to play on your Android and iOS as well, right now.
You got me, yeah.
Of course, it was inevitable.
Now, first things first, Sea of Conquest is now available worldwide, and it's getting recommended on the Play Store. Believe it or not, it's already downloaded 1 million times since a couple of days back, which is actually twice the amount of the downloads that it had last month. Anyway, the game is now awarded as the second biggest strategy game on the Play Store that is free. This mobile game, to my understanding, is actually built with the use of Unreal Engine 5 and will take you down around 1.5 gigabytes of storage. Great one. Coming to the App Store, but available on the Google Play as of this morning. At number 2, we have a Ghibli-style building and farming life sim going by the name Cozy Islands, which is a lot inspired by the Switch game Baldo and looks, though it's a life sim, not an adventure or an action, but one of the dopest looking games we've come across recently that lets you build a farm, explore, and using community options as well. Check it out, it's a free one and about 300 megabytes in total. With 1,000 downloads in the East and a 5 out of 5 rating, possibly the biggest game that we're dealing with in the coming days, although it's very underrated in the West now, we've got here a new IP from the same developers of the famous Epic 7. 10 million times downloaded game, and actually last year's Outer Plane, well, a new game called Wanted Eternal World, basically a 4 versus 4 multiplayer top-down brawler. We have to collect as much as gold as you can in about 10-minute matches. Play it. This game will actually be through with the beta tomorrow. It's been around for a couple of days and it'll come back again. Moving on to number 4, available only on the Apple Store but coming to Android by the end of the month and playable offline. In case you missed it, we've got here Tamagotchi, which is actually Bandai Namco's official new mobile game, which happens to be an Animal Crossing inspired open world adventure with just one aim, and that is to restore peace to the planet after some devastating meteor has ravaged it. It's a good game.
Welcome to the Renegades, new recruit.
With over 100,000 downloads, however, even though out for almost a whole year, but finally, Run Legends is officially available worldwide since a few days ago, and a new patch to boot as well for those of you who missed it. This game is an interactive fitness game that's playable solo or with friends, kind of like Pokemon Go, where you set a goal, choose a difficulty, and enjoy your workout out in the real world. It's free, about 200 megabytes in total. Easily the best game. Moving on to number 6, we're gonna go ahead and give this one a quick mention for those of you who have been waiting on an update. Lumaterra is coming out fully in a week. It's either that or it's a new beta. And what we're looking at over here is actually in-game footage through the beta. Lumaterra, for those of you who know, is a 2D, 3D MMORPG adventure where not only you fight hazards, but also farm, build, and basically survive in an open world. This thing is free and available only on TapTap right now for 800 megabytes of storage. Coming in at number 7, we've got here the sequel to the almost 3-year-old IP on Android, finally, Evil Neighbor 3, not to be confused with the Hello Neighbor, which was actually the best free-to-play game last month. Anyway, Evil Neighbor here is a first-person horror thriller, just like the Hello Neighbors, where you're kidnapped by an evil neighbor and have to escape him by hiding, solving puzzles, and some other stuff. It's a great game, about 100 megabytes in total, and is free also offline. With over 10,000 downloads at number 8, we've got The Metal Brother. For 100 megabytes, what you're looking at is one of the dopest classic action platformers that's a lot inspired by Contra, except it's not really like a linear game you like the Metal Slug or Contra, but you can actually go back, fight, and gather whatever you've missed, kind of like the old Super Mario. It's great gameplay, is offline, and it's available only on the Play Store right now. Previously out in China, now finally in the US and Europe, globally official. At number 9, we've got the Wandering Ark, which is at the moment one of the dopest looking pixel art style action strategy RPGs or real-time strategy. I mean, it's a thin line where you see you grab heroes by the finger and pull them on the opposite side of whatever you want them to hit and do more damage whenever you just... It's like a collision-based strategy board game. It's a pretty good looking one too. It's now in English, available worldwide, and will take it down 700 megabytes of storage. This Need Speed Storm at number 10 is now finally coming out in a week, if not by the end of the month. Gameloft announced that it'll be a free game online, however, and they're gonna release another patch to get rid of a lot of bugs. If you missed out on Disney Speedstorm, as you can see, the game is an action kart racer in which you can choose and play as Disney characters. I mean, it's been so far through a soft launch which almost hit 1 million downloads and will take you down about 3 gigabytes in size. And of course, for the old freeloading brothers over here, in case you haven't already purchased Live or Die Pro, the game is now available for free for a few more days on the Play Store. It's an action top-down survival, works kind of like the console game State of Decay. We have to build, craft, defend, and fight hordes of zombies in a post-apocalyptic future. It's a free game now in Pro, of course playable offline, and in case that was not enough, here's 10 more, possibly the best honorable mentions we've come across for the past few months, all for free, starting with this gem, Man-Eaten Project.
Christmas!